Chang family, and,
That girl?
well, that's
That's the Chang family.
That's the Chang family.
Well, no,
No.
give
Donald Lee,
Donald Lee. And
Donald,
Lily
Lily Lee,
Shelley.
Shelley and Mary,
Yeah.
right, and,
But when that girl
Were they the
came to
only
live with
cousins?
us, no, that girl, when he
He
came
wasn't
over,
living
he came to live with us. That girl and
and
that
Deptho.
Right.
Yes.
And then after, I don't know, when the children were born, is that when they moved out and bought the house?
Yeah,
Yeah, they moved to Poughkeepsie.
Because you often see pictures of that girl with the family. But were there any other cousins? I mean, did,
Well, Gimli,
Well, he came around occasionally.
Yeah, they
He came
come
over
around.
and
Well,
noticed
I'll
his
tell
mother.
you about
Right.
Eugene Chen. And we grew up knowing him, and when he was into service, he was in the Navy, and we knew him before he got married. And his father would quite often come to the restaurant, and he was like a buddy to my dad.
yeah, because he was at almost the same age or so.
Right, right. And every once in a while, they would always call us Juxen.
Oh, we know what
yeah,
that
we know that we call ourselves.
Always heard that a lot. I-
Okay, next question, Gwen?
Next question. With 10 children in the family, which, if any of your brothers and sisters, did you hang out with? Share some of those memories.
Well,
I was closer to Rose.
and Lily and I.
Lily and Helen, they
we
were
together,
married and,
Right,
right. So Rosie took me shopping every time she went shopping, I was there with her. And the one experience, we were in a department store and she
Abram,
got robbed.
Abram,
A&S?
no, not Abram.
Aaron Strauss.
I don't remember the story.
A&S?
I had just gotten my bonus. When I got my bonus, I said, let me go,
She was getting ready to pay for something and then she.
and my pocketbook was open, my wallet was gone, all my money.
You know, she grabbed me, but I was still young then. I remember her grabbing me, come on, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, how old were you
How old was I?
when you were robbed?
I don't even remember.
Oh,
So Uncle Willie, who were you
Well-
close to growing up?
Coming down to it, you know where the money was. I was the young guy. I didn't have anything.
I know, but who were you close to growing up? Which brother or
Just
any
sister?
siblings?
Which brother or sister?
No, I was not close to my brother George. I don't
You were
recall.
at the time, what about Grant?
No,
When
not
playing
my-
ball?
well,
Playing ball
No.
with him?
George,
I got a picture with him.
Georgie,
George.
Georgie, I hung around
Right,
with once in a
yeah,
while.
right.
But then there was an age difference. He was older than me, and he had his own friends.
Right.
But you had your friends down in Chinatown.
Yeah,
But that
right.
was later on.
Yeah,
That
but growing
was-
up, yeah,
Yeah,
who were you
that's
close to?
when I was, what, 17? Did I have a car then?
Yeah,
Oh,
Thunderbird.
his car.
Do you,
He had a Thunderbird.
At 17, you had a Thunderbird?
No,
He-
I don't think I was
no,
17.
no,
I think I
but he
was
did have a
20,
Thunderbird.
23.
And at the house
Back
there,
in my house.
the
My
Thunderbird,
house.
Yeah, but no, wait,
But he-
before I had the Thunderbird, I had a 58 Impala convertible.
yeah.
You know,
And
you
I
had-
traded it in after a year or so. And I got a 55 T-Bird. The Impala had a turboglide, and it wasn't working properly. So that's why I got rid of it.
That Thunderbird,
But the Thunderbird,
I used to have to help him take the top off.
yeah, one time I got women.
Carry it into the
One time I
garage.
got stuck.
Carried into the garage.
but-
One time I got stuck in Manhattan. I had to call Rosie up to give me a boost. that worked out great. And that was, well, it had to be in the fifties, maybe
Okay.
57,
All right,
58.
we're just gonna take a
Okay,
quick break.
Quick break.
okay.
Thank you.
Cameras are off. We can go on now.
Now,
But, I mean, growing up,
You and
who
Aunt
took care,
Donna.
I mean,
We took care of each other.
Babysit?
Well, actually, Rosie took care of me, I don't, you know.
Well,
but who took
I
care,
know.
I mean, he was younger,
Well, I had to push him around in the carriage.
so you would take care of him too?
Babysit, right?
but I don't remember all that, you know.
You were a
You were
baby,
young.
you were
No,
a
no,
baby.
I didn't know
even
anything, I
growing
didn't
up,
know.
when you were
But I
6,
remember
7,
with
8.
me,
Yeah.
when she was a baby, you know, I would take her out in the carriage, walk around with her. Sometimes I
Yeah,
would.
but somebody had to
take
be
care of her.
around you
Well,
when you
you
were
were
like
the
8 years
youngest.
old, 9 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
None
mean,
of us-
even with my brother Tommy, he was the youngest.
Yeah,
I remember he always had to go with me wherever I
Okay.
went.
so who went with Willie?
Willie, I don't know.
No,
But
George.
yeah, not really.
Okay.
He-
Well, they have,
Okay.
But
that's-
when did you
All
work
right,
in the
all right, we
restaurant?
gotta move
We
on.
gotta
Ready?
go.
Here we go.
Okay, we're ready to go.
1, 2, 3.
That leads to another question then. What was your recollection
Election.
of Uncle Georgie and Uncle Tom?
well, Uncle George was, I noticed that he worked hard with my parents in the restaurant. And it was, I'm gonna say probably in the mid-40s or so, Papa started having delivery service. So he would go, he had a bike and he would deliver. And then across the street was a supermarket. And he went to work there and he was delivery. Then he quit that job and he worked at a drugstore in a pharmacy and he would deliver the medications to different people. But however, that didn't last too long and before you know it, he got sick. He got sick and then, you know,
He passed away
yeah.
in 1951,
Right.
September of 1951.
No. Oh, George? Yeah.
Yes.
George passed away
Same
And
year as
Tommy,
Tommy.
and then
Yes, in
Tommy
July.
passed away
July 2nd.
in
July 3rd.
1951.
Same year.
Same year, about 2 months apart.
I
Wait a
Month
minute.
apart.
When did
He-
mom, wait a minute, when did mom, what year
August
did
4th,
mom?
1949.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah, the
54
Helen
years
got
old.
married, yeah.
My mother was 54 years old when she passed
I
away.
remember.
She had gallstones, and we didn't know anything about it. And we thought maybe, well, since we moved over to East Elmhurst, I said, maybe those wires cause her to have cancer. So she died at home.
And Uncle,
And we knew nothing about cancer at that time.
I think I was, what, 14 years old?
Yeah, because I used to have to stay home.
I was 14.
and Uncle Georgie died of
A stroke.
a stroke.
You say
See
it's
what
still-
happened? He had something in his throat. He had something in his throat.
See,
And at first we thought it was polio.
That's what I heard.
Well, Uncle Harding said
And
stroke.
Georgie
So,
worked in the drugstore.
Yeah.
yeah. So what
That's
happened
where
is
it
that
should be,
he
yeah.
went to the doctor several times. They gave him medication, it didn't work. So they put him in the hospital. And while we went to visit, we were all there to visit him in the hospital. And
What
and when
happened?
we left, when we were getting ready to leave, he asked for a drink of water. So we all went back to the restaurant. And next thing we knew, the police were at the door. We had to
Oh,
go
They
back
came
in.
to the house because I was home.
He was at the
Okay, wait a
restaurant.
minute, wait a minute, wait a
Right.
minute.
And we went back to the hospital and he died.
Now, what I heard was that Papa and Harding at night took him to the hospital, Flushing Hospital, and
That's
Flushing Hospital would not accept because they didn't get the doctor's okay. So they had to bring him back home.
Good.
And
then
that
he went back
morning,
He
Uncle
went back
Hardy
in.
called up the doctor, and the doctor sent the ambulance out, and that's how he entered into the Flushing Hospital.
Mhm.
And then after work, well, Uncle Harding got off from work early, and he went to visit George. I don't know how long he was there, but no sooner that he came back to the restaurant, he got a call and they said that, yeah.
That's not what I heard all of them were at the hospital. I mean, I was home, but they went to the hospital. And then they came home
Okay.
and the police came to the house and I happened to say they were coming in, that they had to go back.
All right, let's move on. Want to ask you next question?
Okay, our next question. What was it like dating when you were a teenager? Did your parents approve?
No,
Did you ever double date with a sibling? If yes?
Maybe, maybe Jimmy, Helen and I in York. Yes,
They
we always
double dated,
did.
you
We
know.
went to Morgan Park and we did whatever, we went to the beach also. We have pictures of that.
Yeah. I
Yes.
remember seeing pictures.
We saw that yesterday, remember? Right.
My story is powerful. I'm 7 years old. My father passed away. This is in the country. And my father keeps shop open. So in the country, they kept a pig
Oh,
equalizer for the each variety. And one pig. Or one time, sometimes we kill a pig. We clean up so many villages they come and pick it up.
Okay, good.
And
Let's get back to, because it's the Lee Wing we're talking about. What kind of recollection do you have of Grandpa?
well, Grandpa, that's a funny story.
you know what, when
Wait
you,
a minute, let him finish.
when you were up in Statsburg, was it Statsburg? You brought home the turtle
Hey,
and you gave it to my father?
yeah, that's
At farm, he
her father.
had the
Yeah.
turtle.
that
And he-
was good.
And